If love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcos. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof I'm alive better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side flyer. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm getting there. Still a little like it's like been 3 days. Still feel like a little foggy, you know. And still, you know, you have that hospital smell.
Yes.
Like when they put the Benadine or Benadine on the scars and stuff like that.
Sure.
That smell where like I take a shower and there's like yellow from, you know, the stuff they put on your leg when they cut you. Like I'm just like, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna go get up in the morning and try to go for like a walk or something to try to beat the dust off of this old man.
You're feeling foggy, and Marcos, as always, is feeling froggy.
Yeah, when he shows up.
Yeah, where you been, dude?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, so Jimmy Butler can take days off, but I can't? Jeez, dude. No love around here. I'm back. You know, I just wanted to give Vlad an opportunity to speak on behalf of the Jets.
Oh.
No, you didn't. Because he was here going, whoo, I ain't the only team.
Well, I'll allow you to answer some things from last night. Let's get to headlines here, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Teos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. Do tell, if I look at the Maverick score from last night, what'd you think of Klay Thompson's debut?
Hey, he looked good too.
Did he? He looked good for once. Oh yeah, it was solid. It was solid.
Man, can I just say, and I've told you this before, Tobin, right?
Yeah.
When you return from a serious knee injury, you may be back playing basketball or football, but it takes a while. There has only been one guy who came back and balled out. And that was Adrian Peterson, who came back, I think, and ran for 2,000.
He did.
So,
and technically Jalen Phillips up until Jordan Poyer ruined it.
But again, when you come back from these injuries, other parts of your body become vulnerable. So, like when Klay had the 2 injuries, he was barely back from the Achilles, then he did the knee.
Mm-hmm.
That's a couple of years, man. And it didn't help that he's getting older, but now he looks like Klay.
I can see Mark
for one game, does he?
One game.
Just the way he was moving, he was running around, he wasn't standing in one spot like he was the last couple of years at Golden State.
Or the last couple preseason games where he shot 24% from the field.
We've learned anything about preseason based on the Miami Heat.
Based on the Miami Heat. So you taking that as law?
I'm just saying, it rains once in a while in the desert. And I got to admit, he looks really good in his role.
That's the analogy you're going with?
You know, once in a while, there's a drop from the sky.
Wow.
I think he really covets that role as third most important person on his team.
I'm going to tell you like this. Klay better not have a good year according to what you're saying right now.
Trust me, he won't.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? I'll go
All
as far
right.
as saying I'll eat. No, okay, I can't.
no, no.
Don't
Gross.
do that.
Don't do that.
I've learned anything. Don't bet into a bet that nobody's betting back, Marcos.
That's wisdom speaking. Right?
Hey,
Just telling
there
you.
was somebody in Cleveland who ate poop,
Yep.
and Tobin had to eat a crow, an actual crow,
Don't negotiate against yourself, dude. Don't negotiate against yourself.
with the guy that he bet against sitting next to him.
Sure did. I guess the only thing I got out of that was publicity, which was good. Publicity is good.
It was terrible.
I think that's worse than eating the crow, having to sit next to Klay Thompson as I eat.
Hey, but wait, the worst part is that he didn't even taste it, because him and Beast went over to the counter and got liquored up, so he could have been eating anything at that point.
I went on with Frito and Perk that night, and I don't remember anything from that interview. One thing that does make me happy though is like we had a bunch of these cards from the Yelich thing, and I think to like all the Marlins fans that came out, because we had a good crowd of people that came out for it, and Yelich was cool enough to just like sit there and sign these cards, and I think to myself, those kids didn't know that they were getting an NL MVP signing their things, and also ruining their card is me, because I'm
signing it. The crow eater.
Thursday night football last night, the Rams, they beat the Vikings.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, they got their two guys back, and it's a different team, right? Kind of shocked that Flo didn't have like a real answer. The defense was a two-way go. They ran the ball well and they threw the ball well. And that's usually not his thing, right? We're gonna take away one thing. They couldn't really get him, couldn't really stop them at anything consistently.
Right. And I'd also say, let's see, like Flo's, that he kills young quarterbacks, which he's mostly taken on so far this year.
Yeah.
I mean,
is that not the Belichick thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But the last couple of weeks, you take on a Goff, you take on a Stafford.
They've seen it.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't count; he's a bum. But the rest of them,
they've seen it all. And one of the things is the difference between a young quarterback and a veteran quarterback is hard to speed up a veteran's clock, right? He already understands the time. So you ever notice like veteran quarterbacks, when they see a pass rusher in their face, they still realize they have time to throw it. Whereas a young quarterback will panic, even though he's like 3 steps away. That's kind of one of those things. And that's what it seemed like. It seemed like no matter how much he changed the pressure, Stafford just seemed like, all right.
For those who were playing last night in the old fantasy poo, you had Matthew Stafford, 279 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kyron Williams on the ground. He had 97 yards rushing. He added 19 with a touchdown catch.
Oh my goodness. It was so I felt so bad for that linebacker. That was I mean, he didn't even have to put like a Hall of Fame move on him. He just had to go where the linebacker didn't think he was going, and it was wide open.
Puka Nacua had 7 catches, 106 yards. Cooper Kupp, 5 for 51 with a touchdown. And then on the other side, Sam Darnold, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, 115 yards receiving yesterday. So that was your Thursday night football game. And when we come back, last night, the Panthers put it on the Rangers, and Sergei Bobrovsky hit a milestone. We'll tell you about that coming up next.
It's stripped away by Panarin, given to Schneider for circle shot, blocked, recover shot, save, rebound. Oh, what a save made by Bobrovsky on Trocheck right at the top of the goal crease to stop Trocheck on the rebound. Sergei Bobrovsky protects the 1-goal Panthers lead with 13:35 to go in the second. Mostert gets it out to the neutral zone. The final seconds tick away, and the Florida Panthers win 3-1 to start their road trip over the New York Rangers tonight at Madison Square Garden. Sergei Bobrovsky, the fastest goaltender in NHL history, to 400 career wins. A big congratulations to Sergei Bobrovsky, the 14th goalie in the history of the National Hockey League, to 400 victories.
Yeah, it's, the moments when you put the gear on and go out and play in the NHL, that's so special. It's not many people can go through that, and so I appreciate that and very, very value that. So I wanted to be at my best possible shape to take the best out of it, So and that's why. So it's all little pieces. I've been long enough in the hockey, in the professional sport, and so I got my preparation, and I'm still developing. I still enjoy the game like a little kid.
I don't mean any disrespect. His first 9 years in the league, he wasn't playing, necessarily in front of very elite teams. He had to grind for those wins, so his numbers are hard earned. A testament. That winning percentage is incredible. To do something that with so many of the great netminders this game has had. Really happy for him that he gets that recognition while he's at the peak of his game. And, I know the players really enjoyed it after.
Oh yeah, we're celebrating him currently. He's the backbone of our team. What he's done, not many people have, and I don't know if anybody has as fast as he has. So what an incredible goalie, what an incredible competitor, and just an amazing guy and teammate. I'm so lucky to be able to play with him, so lucky to be able to learn from him, and I couldn't be happier for him because nobody deserves it more, nobody works harder.
Focus.
Thank you for the congratulating me.
Sergei Bobrovsky yesterday. 400 wins, Leroy.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias. No, gracias to you, Bob.
Yeah. Man, that's. I mean, he's one of one.
Crazy. Dude.
Like you very rarely do you do something, whether it's in a career or a season, that puts you on the top of a list.
Not only that, but to do it against the Rangers, who had yet to lose in regulation. They go into Madison Square Garden yesterday. You got my guy, Carter Verhaeghe, getting his first goal of the season. And what do you say?
My guy.
No, that's my guy.
No, you can say Carter Verhaeghe. You can't say my guy.
No.
Why?
No.
There has to be some sort of stipulation on TTL to my guy. You don't just go from TTL to my guy.
The whole point of TTL is those are my guys who I give TTL to.
I need to speak to someone. No,
that is the whole point.
This is not fair.
Stupid Rangers go out there. They think, Eastern Conference Final. So the Panthers have already eliminated them from concern. They've beaten the Boston Bruins twice, once on the road without their two stars. And now they beat the Rangers yesterday in Madison Square Garden. So any of these guys who are like, we're going to get our revenge against the Panthers. And I'm going to tell you, my favorite thing is watching these press conferences afterwards, boys, where you have just all these Northeast reporters who are like, how are you guys in their heads? How are you guys? They're better. That's how, dude. And Sergei Bobrovsky, congratulations to him. This is from the Panthers yesterday, Leroy, in the locker room. Bob speaking to his teammates because they were celebrating him.
I'm just fortunate to be part of this team, part of this group. I enjoyed every minute, every second of it. So thank you guys so much. I cannot thank you enough for tonight as well. So let's keep it.
Jeez, he has so much armor on. It's crazy. Because
because underneath that is a skinny dude.
He's so
right,
dude. There's nobody better at saving pucks on their ass than that guy. Like he does this snow angel save yesterday. I'm like, how?
He does it all the time. What about the one last year?
Oh yeah, all the time. But he's always he had one yesterday. He stretched out, full go, and then got it again on the rebound. I'm like, he's the most flexible dude. It's crazy what he's able to do.
It's amazing how he can get. So he'll make a diving save on one side, right? And then be able to get back to his feet, get to the other side, and then block another one.
And then like when there's those crazy scrums where he doesn't have a stick, he's like head on a swivel. But you're not getting past it without that. It doesn't matter. He could not have a stick. He can go out there without a stick. He's gonna come up with the saves. I love it. Stupid Rangers. Ridiculous.
Giraffe on skates.
Oh, I'm so glad they sent that. I mean, I wish him well in his career, but I'm so glad they sent that kid down to the minors. Redby. Remember they said, look at Redby out there. He's gonna rough up some Panthers. Yeah, all right. Enjoy the Hudson Valley, dude, or wherever the hell you play minor league hockey in New York.
Boom!
Oh, what a time. What a time to be alive. And by the way, Anton Lundell, you want to talk about stepping up in the captain's absence. Barky not here. We got baby Barky. He's coming through, Leroy. This kid is that line has been incredible. I mean, we've talked about that. Paul Maurice has called that line of him, Rhino, and Lusterrainen the safety blanket of the team, which is true. I mean, they're just lighting it up like crazy. But Lundell has just been such a monster in the absence of Alexander Barkov.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Love this Panthers team.
The one thing that I would say is that they're really deep, right? And that's the thing we all take for granted. That how deep they are, and that's really cool.
A lot of fun.
You can pretty much go, I want to say, to the end of their roster, and they're contributing. Like each line has a guy you go, so and so's in the game, got him, right?
They'll be back at it tomorrow against the Islanders, and then they'll wrap it up against Buffalo on the road. Well, actually, they'll just continue to go further on the road because then they go to Finland. Which is going to be great. They're basically little Finland.
That's like a home game away, essentially.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, like, I can't imagine what that crowd's going to be like for little Finland. They should put them all at the same time. Oh, that'd be cool.
That's Goosey's.
Yeah. That was Goosey's. So happy for Bob, man. So happy for him. Doesn't look like he's slowing down. I'll tell you what. That dude is in great shape. Everybody's saying, and I mean, he looks as quick as ever. He looks as locked in as ever. And what a bounce back too. What a bounce back because they got throttled by Minnesota the other night. But I mean, these big matchups, it is interesting. These weird teams have taken them out, but any of the teams that they've had playoff crossings with thus far, Leroy, they've let them know Daddy's still here.
Daddy's still here.
Daddy's still here. All right. You gotta come take it. Speaking of Daddy, Canes, Knowles coming up tomorrow. We'll get into a little bit of that rivalry coming up next.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
Because who's going to get past Bob? Like, that's the real question.
Miami and Florida State, October 7th, 2017. A 7-game losing streak is snapped by Miami.
11 seconds to go in the game. Canes trail by 3. Snap. Rozier throws. Langham. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown. It's a touchdown. Darryl Langham at the pylon. 23 magical yards. Miami has the lead with 6 seconds to go in the game. There's pandemonium at the Doak. There's a Hurricanes hero right now. It's Rozier.
Add a name to the legend of Miami and Florida State.
FSU Miami. The rivalry continues here on AM 560 WQAM.
Oh, man, there you go. There was a Yankee, Don Bailey Jr. with the call. We got Canes FSU tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We get it going. 3 o'clock is your pregame coverage on a stacked South Florida sports weekend starting tonight. You got the Vikings in action. Saturday, everybody is basically in action, rolling into Sunday. Saturday, Canes FSU coverage gets going at 3. Canes are 21-point favorites. You got the Miami Heat practicing today. They'll fly to North Carolina, take on the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow at 7. That game, by the way, Power 96 for those who are looking for it tomorrow. So if you guys are looking for the Heat game, you're rolling around, it'll be on Power 96 if you want to listen to Heat and Hornets. For those non-Canes Heat fans out there, you're flipping back and forth. Preheat does get going at 5:45. And then Saturday, you have Panthers taking on the Islanders. We talked some Cats last segment. 1 o'clock, Dolphins, Cardinals. Game Day Uncensored gets going at 9 a.m. Then at 5 o'clock, Dwyane Wade will have his statue unveiled at the Kaseya Center at 5 o'clock. And then, of course, they will honor Dwyane Wade the next night at home against the Pistons. So we got ourselves a weekend, Leroy.
Yes, we do.
We got ourselves a weekend, but the Canes right now are doing something special. I mean, it's right now, there's they are right now the toast of town. They are undefeated. They got a rivalry game coming in. They potentially have the number 1 quarterback in the draft getting taken. I mean, the buzz right now at Cam Ward has never been higher. Now, before it felt like it was all Shedeur Sanders, and then now Cam Ward was peak his way. And now you're seeing him like people are like, I don't know, might take Cam Ward number 1. I mean, it's pretty crazy the jump this kid has taken, and deserved, by the way, with how he's with how he's able, because this man was putting up numbers for Washington State, but to do it on a stage like this, and certainly you're not playing at friggin' 11:30 at night every single week, so it has been pretty cool to see him take this by the reins, Leroy. And really, it kind of captured the hearts of all football fans. Everybody's doing his celebration. It's been pretty awesome to see. I mean, some of the wondrous throws and plays that he comes through with. This does feel like a special season thus far.
It does. It does. And all you can do now is just ride the wave, keep it going. There are some concerns, but he seems to cover them up. And when you have a superstar like that, that's kind of how that works.
Yep.
You have a guy who is so exceptional at what he does, you forget about the areas of football that you struggle in. Now, at some point, you're going to need that defense to make a big play.
Right.
That's just the way football works.
Listen,
but your guy has kept you in it and let you work some stuff out.
Look, if they have a weekend this weekend where they give up some points to FSU, red alert on the defense. Like this FSU offense sucks.
But here's what I can't figure out for the life of me. Ruben Bain had 10 quarterback pressures in one game. How are they giving up so many damn points?
It's been some weird stuff, though.
Right.
Like, they've had weird fields. Don't forget they gave up a kickoff return touchdown in there. There's
That's what's crazy. The other thing, to be fair to the defense, like, if you have a pick six and a return for a touchdown, it counts against the defense.
you
but
think
it's
about
not a defensive score.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like there's been some weird situations. They had the critic they really felt like they had that game in hand. And look, props to Louisville. They made some insane plays, but to have it all flip around in 60 seconds to go from
right.
This is a 2-score game to kickoff return touchdown. Oh, fumble. Oh no, they're tied.
Exactly.
And
so I'm gonna come a break because Louisville has a very good offense. So I'm not just saying that the Canes should stop everybody. I am saying though, when we look at these scores, right? Like I don't know how much at all the critical times you can rely on one guy.
yeah, and that's I think the thing. Look, the defense has definitely got to prove itself, but the one thing I did like is they did feel balanced last game. Like they got to lean on Martinez, AJ Allen with a big drive. Like the run game got going. Obviously, the line got bolstered. It got healthier. So I mean, them being full go there, that feels like it can. That's going to help a long way because you're going to, like you said, there's going to be games you want to dictate. There's going to be games you want to, control the clock a little bit more. I mean,
you have all the pieces here. Let's put it this way. You have all the pieces to do whatever you want on a football field. But what has happened is that very untimely mistakes have kept teams in the game. And that's happened the last, 3 weeks? So while you're still winning and Cam Ward and that offense is covering up everything, there's going to be a point in time where the other team is not going to make any mistakes and your mistakes become more critical.
This is actually funny. This just got sent to me. This is from ESPN's Matt Miller, who is one of their draft gurus. He says multiple NFL scouts have Ward as the number 1 quarterback now in the 2025 draft, ahead of the likes of Shedeur Sanders, Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, and Drew Ayler. So it's just awesome. I mean, like,
I like his story. I like his story, and it you know what it rivals?
Hmm?
It kind of rivals Cam's story, starting off at Cam Newton, kind of starting off at junior college. Then going to Auburn, then winning the Heisman and being Mr. Everything, and then being the first pick in the draft. So, yeah, that very similar stories, except Cam was at least recruited. Cam was at Florida.
Yes, he was.
Cam Ward was.
Which, by the way, I want to say, I've been watching this Aaron Hernandez FX. I've got to catch up on the last couple episodes. Why does Cam have to catch strays? Well, this isn't his story. Why did he the laptop episode? Why did that have to be in there? I don't understand.
That's good TV. You gotta tell everything. That's good TV.
But so yeah, like it is a cool story. And if you want to be a role model for young kids, it's not in what you say or how you act or whatever. Just look at his story to know that, like, if this is what you want to do in life, don't give up on it. Bust your ass. You'll be successful at something. And so it's a cool story. He's very like talk about cool as a cucumber.
Yep.
So that's another cool thing. No matter how hectic it is on the football field, my man's cool.
Man,
so it's a fun story. I hope that the story gets the proper ending.
Me too.
Right? Because you know how they are. And I'm going to tell you like this. You guys say I'm a Miami hater, but I'm going to put this out there. Everybody's waiting.
Oh, for sure. I know.
Okay.
Like we've already noticed this. This has already been noticeable with the replay stuff. Like, because people are already saying that the ACC, the Canes are, the ACC's lifting them up with all these replays. That's already been happening. Like that's already been happening. And I think that everybody is doing. And I don't even necessarily know that they're wrong. That they are a flawed team. But this kid isn't flawed. I mean that they are. they are they are at the helm. They have a bona fide superstar, like you said. So but I think, what do you think is going to be the interesting thing here? And not to count chickens, but like, all right, let's say they get through the ACC, and they get to this playoff. It's going to be interesting what the legacy is going to be of that first playoff team that's in there. And
I would say this, and I'm going to say this, and I think, to me, the story is them being a top 4 team, because then you could say it didn't matter.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But for the naysayers, if you stumble and you end up being the 7th or 8th seed, then you see, and that's human nature. You know,
that rejoin we played of the Rozier win at Doak. God, that was a good feeling. You know what that's like with the when you had all those bets with Ohio State for 8 straight years. It's the worst.
It's the worst, dude.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. Like, I can't, like, and the thing is that some of my Ohio State people, we call on Monday and you get a minute. Right? That's it. One way or the other. You get a minute. But then my buddy in Sarasota, he don't talk trash. He don't believe in, he don't like, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to get you right now. He goes, but I said, but I can't, because you don't talk trash the other way. Right? So some guys it's they really got questions. They see, and here's the thing I hate about sports. When people tell you how good you are, people all year have been saying Ohio State has the best talent.
Right.
When you say that, all your failures immediately go to the coach.
Yep.
But what if another team you play is better?
Doesn't matter.
Like, in college, it doesn't, like,
they're not reasonable.
Right. So
these are not reasonable people.
So that bothers me when that happens. Now, they have a lot of questions about Ryan Day. They do. Because they think, right, that over the years, the last couple of years with Michigan, even though I think Michigan has been better, they think that that's a failure. And then you see the game with Oregon, when it was the best coaching move I have ever seen in recent years, with the 4-second runoff or the 10-second, whatever the runoff was, so they didn't have time, right? So, yeah, and that goes, oh, he did a terrible job. Like, man, it's not that easy. Right? It's not that easy. Like, I think college football is the only sport where they believe your on paper performance, right? Like, if somebody says this team is the best X and you lose, then it immediately is oh, I was wrong. They suck. It's got to be the coaching or something that.
It's
right.
The swings are crazy, unless you're Alabama, or and then they get like they get breaks all the time.
Well, and with Alabama, they just say, that would never happen with Saban.
El Borre says Tobin is unreasonable. Don't lose.
He is.
Dude, I'm not unreasonable.
I'm gonna say
unreasonable.
No. I'm gonna say this, and I mean this, and this comes from a place of keeping it real. Miami is a much better team than Florida State. However, in games like this, sometimes your emotions get in the way of you taking care of business. And the game becomes sloppy. You give the other team hope. And that's how games like this end up close. But if you go out and play the way you've been playing and treat it as business as usual, I get it's Florida State, but you are playing a football game. Football games have certain things you have to accomplish to win, and it should not matter who's on the other side.
It's fine. Like, if the Seminoles fan wants to sit here and they want to talk themselves into throw out the record, it's a rivalry. That's fine. I'll be
That's
sitting
what
here.
the losing team says.
Yeah,
by the way, that's what the losing team. That's what the underdog says.
Trust me when I tell you, I'm going to be sitting here with a half a dozen cupcakes while I'm watching this game because that's what they are. All right, this is we should be paying you six figures for this game. It's a tune-up.
Wait, dude, no, see,
cupcake.
Right? See, too much.
I love
too
this.
much.
This is great.
Too much.
Any challenge that's presented now, I'm going straight to your text message.
Why?
How dare you curse us, Tobin?
I'm not cursed.
Here.
Right. No.
Look, wait a minute. You see how I handled it like a professional, like an athlete that's been on both sides of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how does he handle it?
Cam's Bakery this weekend. Enjoying cupcakes.
Dude, stop.
You want little sprinkles on it?
No, so
FSU?
you don't think so wait a minute. You do realize in the last 5 or so years,
yeah,
you've been on the other side of that, and you have been talking now like maybe Florida State fans are talking. You
That's
do
okay.
realize this, right?
That's okay. That's how the rivalry has been. The rivalry has been.
No, I'm not saying it from that standpoint. Of course, it's been that way. But I'm saying that your take on this game has been what Florida State's take is going to be this week. Rivalry game. You got a chance. These games are always close. You've been saying that for the last few years because Miami has been the underdog.
Yeah. And
so why do you just dismiss all of that now?
Cupcake.
Oh my! Hey, you know what's
I'm
gonna
more.
happen? Wait,
Liz.
here. I got my phone set. I'm gonna open up the text line to Show Pony, and Florida State comes out with a little trickery and scores, and the score 7-0, and you're gonna get all that business.
No, I'm not. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay, listen.
I am more worried.
I expect Miami to handle their business. However, I'm not just going to dismiss this game. Nor should you.
Are you not in the mood for dessert?
Can I just say when I go to dessert, when I'm thinking dessert, cupcake is not on my list. Yeah, I've never gone to a restaurant and say, "You got any good cupcakes?" When was the last time you went to a restaurant and asked for, "Do you want dessert?" And you said, "Do you have any cupcake?"
I honestly can't remember the last time I had a cupcake.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Why did you go with cupcake?
That's what it is. Everybody knows what a cupcake is.
Hey,
you're not even worthy of a full cake.
Dear Twitch and YouTube, I tried my best to keep this man focused.
Miami's got the cakes. FSU's just a cupcake.
Okay. Hey, Jordo said it best.
What?
18-point favorites over VTech.
That's fine. What happened? Did they win or lose?
By the hair that you don't have on your chinny chin chin.
No, I could if I wanted to.
Okay, let's stop this right now.
Why do you look so nervous, Marcos?
It's not nervous.
No, it's not nerves. I just know this is
every time you talk like this, the game is going to be closed and you're going to get hate mail.
FSU is going to come out firing because they're fans.
They got nothing to lose.
They're listening to this and they heard old Show Pony Tobes say that, it's going to be a cupcake. So they're going to come out angry. I'm scarred, dude. I'm still scarred from a rough pass. But I got faith that, of course the Kings are going to win.
Well,
but you're making it seem like it's nothing.
I will go to the bakery after Sunday and I will make sure I have a nice order for you guys. I'll stop at Davey, drop one off for the healing Leroy, and then I'll bring us some JFig if you want to come in on Monday. I will bring in the cupcakes for you and me. We will eat the cupcakes as a celebration.
Nobody likes cupcakes, dude.
Oh, after a victory, you do.
Cupcakes. I'm not against cupcakes necessarily.
I'm not I can't. When was the last time you actually ate a cupcake? Because I tell you, if I go over to somebody's house and we have a spread and it's a cupcake,
I can't say.
I don't eat the cupcakes.
I feel like they bring cupcakes here. Like the last time I had it was definitely in Odyssey's kitchen for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, cupcakes seem like a whole because you don't have to cut it. It's your own individual little cake. Yeah, I get that in a work environment, but when was the last time? Like, when was the last time you and Glenn said, you know what? I'm feeling the cupcake.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, nobody. Cupcake. Nobody.
You ever go to you ever go to Publix? You see, so they have some pretty elaborate cupcakes.
Oh, listen.
do actually.
Publix. You want to talk about seasonal cupcakes? You know, right now they got some orange and brown cupcakes or orange top cupcakes getting ready for Halloween. They're gonna give you the seasonal cupcake, or wait right after they get done with Halloween and all them cupcakes go on sale, right? And they sell all those cupcakes. Then we're gonna get turkey cupcakes. Cupcakes with a little turkey on the top. You know, I'm telling you.
It's true.
Well, oh my God, JFig just had the.
What is? Wait,
we got bro science, and then we got fig science.
Time out. This might mean you have been on this show too long with this comment. Hold on. Let's start with the first one. I love cupcakes.
This is JFig.
They're mini cakes.
Mm-hmm.
They've helped me lose weight and stop me from eating more cake. They are just reasonable sizing. That is, can I just tell you, Jennifer, first of all, I'm going to say this to you. When they have those little miniature cupcakes, you don't just eat one. By the time you're done, it would have been easier to just cut yourself a piece of damn cake.
Are we just am I now to believe that a younger JFig was like a Looney Tune where she would do the thing where she would slice the cake, leave the one slice, and then take the rest of the cake?
Yes, that's the way she made it sound. She's talking about moderation. Cupcakes are moderation.
We'll take a break. Howard Tua is next.
The Heat are in Charlotte.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Valoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Valoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of food.
To the program. Ow! He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Uno is back. We are getting deep passes. Oh, so exciting. Let's get the headlines, huh? Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock like the Tiguan, the Teos, the Atlas. And remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. We're streaming live on the Odyssey app, AUDACY, free in your app store, and on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. You had the Panthers win last night over the Rangers 3-1. Rams topped the Vikings 30-20. In the NBA last night, Mavs beat the Spurs 120-109. Leroy's disappointed in Wembanyama. You're not going to share?
You're 7'4". You can't get 11 rebounds. Hey, there's nothing worse than when you need a guy to get two more rebounds and you see him standing by the 3-point line.
Yeah, that's right. Thunder took out the Nuggets 102-87. So I want to welcome the Nuggets to the non-Hundy club. Population, you in Miami.
Population 2.
Celtics topped the Wizards 122-102, and the T-Wolves topped the Kings 117-115. Big game for new Wolf, Julius Randle. He finished yesterday with 33 points, 13 of 17. Ant-Man also had 32 points in that game.
Jeez.
Yeah. Be nice.
Like, I've been saying this for 2 years.
Can we get a 30-pointer tomorrow?
I've been saying this for 2 years. Like, dude, Bam and Jimmy eat, and then everybody else gets leftovers.
Yep.
That's how this league works, right? There's no, you might every now and then Dallas might win without Luka or Kyrie scoring. But in most cases, if you're going to be successful, Luka and Kyrie are going to be the main scorers.
Bam and Jimmy get the cake. Everybody else gets cupcakes.
That's it.
Yep.
So
Miami Heat, by the way, according to rumors, are among a handful of teams that PJ Tucker is trying to get himself traded to. Weird stuff going on with the Clippers right now. The Clippers are dealing with PJ Tucker, who has taken trade talks into his own hands, begging somebody to trade for him. He's got 1 year left on his deal. I don't know who the Heat would swap for him. I would guess that everyone's going to wait till he just gets waived.
We got a PJ Tucker. He's going to play 5-10 minutes a game. We got one of those guys. We don't need that.
What about that dog, though? We just bring some more of that dog.
We're supposed to already have that dog. We're supposed to already have that. You got to bring additional dog?
We actually have exclusive audio from PJ Tucker. PJ, can you tell us your preference on where you'd like to get traded if you had your choice?
Listen, I would love to get down to Miami because I'm Heat culture. I realized after signing for that Munyon to come out here and play with nobody who's here or playing that I got to get the hell up out of here.
This was a crazy story yesterday. Did you see that Kawhi's trainer is suing the Clippers for wrongful termination?
He don't work for them.
He did. He did work for them. and he got fired by the Clippers, and he's suing for wrongful termination. It says the story from Yahoo. A former trainer with the LA Clippers is suing for wrongful termination, claiming he was dismissed for raising concerns over treatment of Kawhi Leonard was receiving for his injuries. Randy Shelton is claiming in a lawsuit that he was fired for complaining Kawhi was being subjected to unsafe and illegal treatments for injuries, reports Chris Haynes. The Clippers responded, disputing the claims. They say Mr. Shelton's claims were investigated and found to be without merit. We honored Mr. Shelton's employment contract, paid him in full. The lawsuit is a belated attempt to shake down the Clippers based on accusations that Mr. Shelton knows are false. Shelton says he was hired in the Clippers in part to recruit Leonard as a free agent. His relationship with Leonard goes back when he was the strength and conditioning coach at San Diego State. Man, wonder what they're putting in Kawhi Leonard. What is he claiming?
Oh, like you bone on bone. Bone on bone, like there is no treatment. So I don't know, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just Kawhi doesn't play, and not only that, they extend him. Keep extending him.
Says the lawsuit says, simply put, the recovery timetable is unacceptable to the Clippers. Leonard eventually sat out 2021-2022 while recovering. Upon return, the Clippers agreed to a load management plan that would limit Leonard's minutes to keep him from playing back-to-back games. But the lawsuit claims the team didn't follow that plan once the 22-23 season began. However, Leonard, this is from the lawsuit. However, Leonard was required to play significant minutes to begin the season and complained of swelling and inflammation in the knee after the first two games on October 24th, 2022. An MRI revealed cartilage damage in his knee, and Leonard was given biologics to band-aid the problem rather than allowing him the full time to heal. Juicy.
That, again, when it becomes the injuries are the injuries. And when you don't treat them as such, you have problems like this. Right. And I think if that is an issue, here's where it gets tricky. It's not like football where you sign a contract, you get banged up, they can come for you and get some of that money back.
Right.
Or cut you or whatever. So you're more you're probably more likely to try to fight through it. Basketball is guaranteed money. So I don't know why you would ever put a player in a position where he's going to miss an extended amount of time.
What if?
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard was with Team USA, right? And all of a sudden, poof, gone. They send him home. Now, all of a sudden, he's being never practiced, reevaluating all the time. Maybe they're CYAing. They knew this lawsuit was coming down the pipe, and now they're being overly cautious with his injuries.
I don't know, because even before they got Kawhi, he had the same problems. This is not nothing new. Right? This is what got him from San Antonio to Toronto.
You guys are adorable.
What?
I really got to say.
Why?
Two scoops of adorable.
Why?
Guys, the writing is on the wall. Let me take you back. Let's go back to whatever year it was, 2010 probably. The Olympics, these three stars met up, secretly had a discussion. Wink. We all know what happened there. Fast forward to 2024. Eric Spoelstra in prime position to have a conversation with old Kawhi. You know what he said? Make a stink, buddy.
No. Here's why. Here's why. Let me tell you why it will never happen.
Check the Chipotles, Miami.
Let me tell you why it will never happen. I will be so disappointed in the Miami Heat, knowing your injury situation the last 3 years, to then trade for somebody who's also gonna be injured.
Plus, he just got an extension too.
Right. That makes no sense.
Of course he did.
What?
Do you realize what you're saying makes zero sense based on what this team has gone through the last
So
couple of years?
theoretically, you're saying he makes a stink and then demands a trade to Miami. And then Jimmy Butler is traded for Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, no.
And
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
what else do you think is going to happen? Because that's the only match.
He'll never demand a trade. The Clippers will be like, we're tired of this guy. Take him off the books. Anyone willing to get this guy, we'll trade you, and we'll throw in a PJ Tucker. And then,
I mean, if you throw in a PJ,
I mean, look at that.
PJ, does this make sense to you?
I just want to get the hell out of here. I don't care how you attach it. You can rub it, twist it, flip it, saute it. I want out.
We'll take a break. We'll get back into the Miami Dolphins, or get into the Miami Dolphins. We haven't gotten to the Dolphins yet today. And they got a big-time game. They're all big games right now from here on out for the Dolphins. They got some climbing out of the rut to do. Take a break. Back after this.
Everybody living it up. All right.
Yep.
Who's this sampled off of?
Stevie Wonder.
Whoa!
Ooh.
You've asked it before, but I actually knew that song from Stevie Wonder.
Do I do?
Always makes me think of Monty Jones.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't think Stevie Wonder's blind. Doesn't believe it.
He's really been putting on a facade. We're going on 70 years.
Leroy, can we get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law
Sure
Firm?
can.
YourAccentAttorneys.com. Free consultation 24/7. Call them up at 866-954-MORE.
Winds are calm. I'd say 5-10 miles an hour. It is partly cloudy. I see mostly sun, so I'll go with partly. Temperature's right around 80. And I don't know why, but I just expect a passing shower. Like we just been getting them just randomly. But other than that, it looks like a pleasant day out there.
How do you do, Froggy?
It is currently 86 degrees. Winds coming out of the east, northeast.
Wow. 86.
Could be lying. I don't trust him. I only trust you. And a 1% chance of rain today. So don't worry about rain until all of a sudden it's raining in front of your house in about 30 minutes, and I was lying.
That's it. Like I'm always gonna say there's a slight chance if I see clouds. If I see no clouds, then I go with no chance. But as long as I see clouds, you can get a little spritzer.
Great.
I'm driving to Orlando today. Is there going to be any
what are you, like a weekend Orlandoer?
Oh, wait till I'm in Baltimore tomorrow. Crazy. I'm traveling across the world.
What are you going to Baltimore for?
Friend's mother passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah,
no.
You got to drive there? Or you drive Orlando to fly?
Got to drop the tadpole, who's been taking some steps, walking and stuff.
Look out.
Look out. Now it starts. Now the trouble starts.
Now it starts where everything is head level and you're terrified.
Head on a swivel.
Yep.
For sure.
Better keep an eye.
Yeah.
Wait till you get this one. The old hand on the counter.
And he
grab
saw
whatever you could grab. You try to taste it.
Don't sleep.
I caught him with scissors yesterday. It was very strange. I don't know where he got them.
Your movie?
He might have bought them himself. I don't know where he got them.
Now you raising a little Chucky.
I just don't understand. How did he even get that?
We don't even know. We didn't even know we had scissors. That's
really,
it.
I think he hides them. I think he hides things. I don't know.
What is he? He's a squirrel?
I don't know. Sometimes in my shoes, I'll find random things, or like he's just hiding it for later. I guess so.
Spot. So the Dolphins are getting ready for the Cardinals. Cardinals do not have a good defense. Raheem Mostert, he is.
I'm more than sure he didn't say that.
What? No, he didn't say that. That would be rude.
That would be you.
I'm just going by the statistics.
Okay. Well, I mean, have you seen the statistics on the other side?
The Dolphins defense isn't bad.
But the Dolphins offense hasn't scored 20 points. But
they're the worst. They're the worst scoring team in the league. Yes.
Okay. So like, while you like saying, "Ooh, there's some good eatings," I would.
I didn't say good eatings. I didn't say good eatings.
You said their defense sucks.
Defense sucks, dude. I mean, it just does. I don't know what to tell you.
So it's two things meeting: a defense that sucks with an offense that hasn't scored any points.
Well, yeah.
Okay. How does that work? Is there some
one would have? If he would have kept a hold of the football, Raheem Mostert, one could say they would have been in a better spot. What?
Didn't realize we were playing the blame game.
I'm not playing the blame game. Don't have to. He's the one who lost the game.
Oh, jeez.
But he says the Dolphins have found something, at least statistically, with their
their quarterback.
Games. Yes, their quarterback. But he says can't abandon the run game even with Tua back. Here was Mostert.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we have to play complementary football, and that's something that's been harped on since I've gotten here, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So just having Tua back, it just gives us an extra boost of morale and confidence within the offense because, you know, he has a great understanding of it, and, you know, he's also connected with the receivers as well. So all of that stuff goes hand in hand.
Certainly hasn't been complimentary football. It's been insulting football. That's what it has been. Terrible.
What are you on today?
What do you mean, dude?
He's not lying about that. Dude. He's not lying about that. It has been rough to watch. We're not just losing. It's abysmal football.
Well, they really have had some pretty epic turnovers these last few weeks. I mean, it's been like, wow, you're inventing new ways to give up the football.
That's kind of what happens when things are going bad, right?
But it's everywhere, dude. It's special teams. We're giving up kicks. We're missing kicks. We're pre-snap penalties. We can't get in formation. We're fumbling. We're intercepting. We're not stopping anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the pre-snap penalties are gone because Tua can kind of be more of a general and get everybody where they need to be, and he's a familiar voice. The inflection of a quarterback, you think it's not that big of a deal, but it does make a difference. You get used to a certain voice, a certain, just the way they call their cadence and stuff like that. And then you went for a week where you had 3 different guys.
Different acoustics too, because it's a lefty quarterback, right?
Minus one.
What?
Minus one.
Oh, it's a good question.
Minus one.
Shoulders turned a different way, you know?
Woo. You don't turn your shoulders.
Oh, you got to, yeah. You know?
No, you don't.
For the check, you know?
No,
yeah, I gotta.
Like, I always wonder, and sometimes I think this. You'll say something to me, and I'm like, what game are you watching? Like, I don't like the acoustics is different.
Aaron Brewer has to get used to a new hand on his cheek.
Yep.
It would be the other. Now, wait, I will say this. I don't know whether he goes left or right.
She goes top and bottom.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. By the way, it's acoustics.
I'm going to hit you with an acoustic.
Oh, me.
Here's a little bit more of the fumbler, Raheem Mostert.
Wow.
He said it's great
Bill
to have.
Bridge.
He says great to have Tua back, but we still have to fix our mistakes.
I mean, that's our guy. It felt good to have him back, and I feel like the offense today was focused solely on details.
Oh, that's good.
It does matter because you have kind of your director, right? When you have a guy in there that's trying to learn it, sometimes those details are not really fully paid attention to, more along lines of let's try to execute this play. So yeah, it does matter. I would also say that sometimes when your guy comes back, you're more focused because you want that to be the reason why you've been terrible, right? So everybody makes sure they do everything right. They're paying attention to the details, because then afterwards you can say, see, our guy's back.
Yep.
We're good.
That's true. He also did echo the sentiments of Cheetah yesterday, though, and says that Tua needs to learn how to slide.
Oh yeah, we've been talking, ever since his injury. I've been telling him, hey, you need to work on sliding. That's, and we all joke around and laugh. But in serious note, he knows that he has to, protect himself a little bit better, and moving forward, only he can control those things, right? We could say those things to him, and until we're blue in the face. But one thing that I would say, it's always my saying is, hey, you could bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink, right? We're gonna bring Tua to that water, but we can't make him drink. But he has understanding of that, and he's moving forward. He's gonna do his best.
No. Just let it go. Let it go.
But
nope. I know you too well. Nope. You got the look. Look at that face.
No, I wasn't going to say
that. That face means here comes some tomfoolery.
I wasn't going to do it today. You put the tomfoolery out there.
No. No, because you go. No, I know you. You're gonna come up with your own saying. Just let it go.
Ridiculous.
That horse don't listen. Listen to him.
It's not time for the Blue Chew read yet, but that would be a great segue.
The horse.
Try to lead your horse to water.
Oh, what are we doing?
Take a break. We will go over the Week 8 slate of the NFL season with Ticker Mafansi next.
You fancy, huh? Oh, you fancy, huh?
It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to tickle Leroy's fancy. We will go around the NFL schedule and see which games interest Leroy Horde the most week 8 of the NFL season. But before that, a couple of notes out of Dolphins camp. We have Mike McDaniel letting us know that Tua has officially cleared concussion protocol. He is good to go this week against the Arizona Cardinals. So that is official. He also says that he is optimistic, very optimistic, that Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle will be able to go. They both, I think, popped up on the injury report yesterday with a foot for Cheetah and a quad for Jalen Waddle. But apparently they will be good to go. So the Dolphins will have their three-headed monster good to go this weekend, it appears, for the Cardinals. Dolphins are up to a 4-point favorite in this game. So we got that to look forward to. Want to let you guys also know that our Dave & Buster's gift card giveaway is back, and we got a $250 gift card to for you to go see some football, some Heat, some Panthers. You go watch Inter Miami in the MLS playoffs tonight as they take on Atlanta. Maybe you don't got that Apple package. You want to go watch the game. Dave & Buster's, eat, drink, play, watch sports at Dave & Buster's in Hollywood. If you want to win that $250 gift card, all you got to do is go to WQAM.com/contests, and that is how you'll be able to win that gift card, everybody. All right, Leroy, let us get to it. Week 8 of the NFL season. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go. At 1 o'clock on Fox, Cardinals, Dolphins. Tua is back. Mike McDaniel just announcing he has cleared concussion protocol. Miami is a 4-point favorite at home. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Yes, I want to see if they can get back on track. I want to see if they've done some good things. They really ran the ball well, but without the threat of throwing the football, it kind of catches up to you at some point in the game, and that's what happened. So
my fancy is tickled.
I'm curious to see if the timing is going to be good. You know how that offense works on timing, and Tua hasn't played with these guys in a minute. So
yep,
one of the things you need to pay attention to, it might be a couple of balls that are just not quite there. Deep balls that might be underthrown or overthrown. So I just want to see it get back into the flow of things.
Leroy, at 1 o'clock, the Philadelphia Eagles visit the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati is a 3-point favorite at home.
No, although I'm not sold on Cincinnati. I think Philadelphia, they just don't like their coach. So no matter how well they do, they're going to complain. It's just like, everybody thinks Cincinnati just going to mysteriously, run off 5 or 6 wins, and I don't see it. So I'm out.
Okay.
Fancy, not tickled.
What about this game, Leroy? The Baltimore Ravens visit the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, God, no.
Fancy, not tickled.
I have to, at some point, I have to watch it, but it's not going to be a game that I'm paying attention to at 1 o'clock.
Baltimore is an 8.5-point road favorite.
Probably the biggest spread of the weekend.
It would be. That's what I thought, too, when I initially read that. Although it's, if you do the cuteness of like a road favorite, it's kind of tiesies. But the next game is actually the biggest spread. It has to be.
Carolina's involved.
The Tennessee Titans visit Man Campbell's Detroit Lions, and Detroit is a 12.5-point favorite. Ticket you fancy?
That's a big number, dog.
That is a big number.
No, although I would say that, man, like, for what Detroit has been, like, I think a lot of people are rooting for Detroit, right? It's a cool story. But I won't be interested.
Don't blame you.
Not tickled.
I know you will be in this one because you love you a petty watch.
Yeah.
The New York Jets visit the New England Patriots. Ticket you fancy? New York is a 7-point road favorite.
They ain't good enough to be a 7-point favorite against nobody.
I'm just telling you, that's what they have.
Okay, that's what they say. And everybody will say, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers, they gonna get it going."
Who's that?
Everybody on Jet Up. So listen, I thought last week was Petty Watch. If they mess around and lose to New England, chaos.
Can I just say, not to do a radio tease, but I heard a piece of audio from Aaron Rodgers that pissed me the hell off.
Ooh, really?
Just this one by far pissed me the hell off more than I've probably ever heard any athlete in my life.
Mixed bag?
Really?
Mixed bag.
All right, we'll save it for the mixed bag next time.
All right.
By the way, Mike McDaniel is from Barry Jackson. Mike McDaniel says Emmanuel Ogbah and Javon Holland also expected to play on Sunday, so they will be back. That is
good club.
Leroy, the Atlanta Falcons at 4-3 visit the 4-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ooh, that'd be a good game.
Atlanta is a 2.5-point road favorite. Ticket your fancy? Of course, Buccaneers did lose receivers this week.
I know they lost. Mike Evans, he was a trooper for even trying to play, but you could tell he was hurt.
And Chris Godwin as well, of course.
Chris Godwin's out for the season. That's probably why they're favorite. That's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, yes. Sorry.
I'll peek at it. I'm interested. My fancy is tickled, but I'm gonna mostly be watching the Dolphins game.
Dude, I just got the saddest tweet from Barry Jackson. I got him on noties.
Oh, no.
After being poked in the eye in practice, Zach Sealer is out on Sunday.
Oh, no.
Fancy not tickled.
What kind of eye poke was that?
I'm going to tell you right now, if Eichenberg was the one who poked him.
Oh, it's totally Eichenberg.
It was definitely Eichenberg.
You know it was
definitely.
That is literally the only.
No, wait. Everybody else was like, "We got this." Tobin's crying. No,
man.
So he gonna have an eye patch on the sidelines.
I mean, he will look cool with an eye patch.
Not the time, Dade South. Not the time.
Oh.
He goes, his eyes are sealed on up.
Come on. What are you doing?
Really don't know eye patch. You can't just make it work. Leroy, you ever been poked in the eye? Like,
yeah, I got poked in the eye one time in college. And I wore a shield.
Oh, Sealer's gonna look cool with a shield.
Oh.
And I had to wear a tinted one
Even
because when you scratch your eye, the light is unbelievable. So it becomes very, light sensitive. So, yeah.
Eichenberg.
What if it wasn't Eichenberg?
Oh, it was Eichenberg. Gets very handsy. We saw him go up the face mask last game.
Only other person it could be Jordan Boyer.
Goodness. We haven't even gotten to 4 o'clock yet.
1 o'clock, Leroy. The Green Bay Packers visit the Jacksonville Jaguars and are 4-point road favorite. Ticket fancy?
No.
Fancy
Jacksonville. I'm done watching them. It's a. I don't know whether it's the coach or your quarterback is not who you thought he was.
He's a bum. I called that, by the way, the whole time. Indianapolis Colts visit the Houston Texans. Houston's a 5-point favorite. Take your fancy.
That'll be an interesting game. They always play close.
My fancy is tickled.
But we'll see. Is their running back?
Is Taylor back? Let me see.
Taylor back, yeah.
Is Taylor back for the Colts? I don't see him on the injury report, so I think he might be.
It'll be interesting because it's two teams that are going to try to run the ball, and they have that horse running the football. So
yeah, he is big.
He's big.
He is a behemoth.
Says he returned to practice. They say they feel really good about his status.
I think he was close last week, so it would make sense that he's back.
Yeah.
The New Orleans Saints, they visit the LA Chargers. LA is a 7-point favorite. Taking your fancy?
No, the Saints, they gave us a couple of feel-good weeks, and now back to reality.
Fancy not tickled.
Derek Carr is still not practicing. He's got that oblique injury. So
yeah, that's a major thing. Like it's think about everything you do is centered around your core. So and you're talking about a quarterback who throws a football, and that's nothing but torque on your midsection. So yeah.
A game we'll definitely have to keep an eye on because they are a divisional opponent, and the Dolphins' Week 9 opponent, the Buffalo Bills at 5-2, visit the Seattle Seahawks at 4-3. But Buffalo is a 3-point road favorite. Take your fancy?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Is that 4? That's 4 o'clock. Yeah,
4 o'clock,
I'll watch that. I'll watch that. Interested to see, like, is Seattle that good, or they just playing the NFC? Or
my fancy is
the
tickled.
Bills have looked the worst they've looked in the last 3 years, and they're still 5-2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. It is annoying. The Carolina Panthers.
Nope.
All right.
Fancy not tickled.
I don't care if Young is playing because Brett Rifle hurt his finger in a car accident.
Yeah, that's right.
But although I would like to see Bryce Young light it up.
He's taking on the Denver Broncos, and their defense is good, so I would say probably not.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just guessing.
A guy that they just dismissed, all of a sudden now they got to play, save us.
Please, Bryce, we didn't mean it, Bryce.
I wanted to go something else, but I let it go. Marcos is familiar with the song. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane.
At 4:25, we have an AFC West matchup. The Kansas City Chiefs visit the Las Vegas Raiders. KC is a 9.5-point road favorite.
We got some stinkers this weekend.
Yeah, we do, dude. Some big spreads.
Yep. Not really interested. I'll look to because I'm just getting annoyed at how many different ways Kansas City wins football games. Right? They win, and that's the sign of a good team. You can win a football game when your star is just been garbage. You can win football games when it's a shootout. You can win football games where it's a street fight. They have won all different types of games for the last 2 or 3 years, and they're the cream of the crop. So
at 4:25, the Chicago Bears, the Bears visit the Washington Commanders. Chicago's a 3-point favorite on the road. Jaden Daniels questionable right now.
That's right. He was
rib injury. He has not been practicing. So we do not know if we'll get a matchup of 1 versus 2 here.
Ribs are tough.
QBs.
Ribs are tough. Rib is very similar to the oblique injury. Like you can't do anything.
Yeah. And as fun as that
I want to see the game just to see the matchup because Caleb Williams is he's actually doing the things that people thought he would do, and then Jaden Daniels has just been awesome until he got hurt a little bit. So I would like to see the matchup.
Me too. That'd be awesome. But I gotta feel like if you're in first place and you're the Commanders, like you got a little wiggle room here. I would be safe about it.
Here's the deal. If you can play, you play. If you can't, you can't.
All right.
Right. There's no there's no wiggle room on that. Like there's no such thing as I can play, but I'm gonna hold you out another week. You're not gonna get more healthy in a week when it comes to that injury.
No. All right. Finally, your nighttime matchups. No buys this week. That's why this was such a long slate, by the way. At 8:20, Sunday Night Football. I'm all in.
The
Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers.
It sounds good on paper.
4.5 point favorite.
San Francisco's a 4.5 point favorite?
Yes, they are.
That's weird. They're playing in San Fran.
Debo is back at practice on Thursday. Kittle, he was limited. He's dealing with a foot. So they still got they're getting some reserves back.
McCaffrey's injury is a lot more serious than we gonna see if he can go week 1. Remember that?
Correct.
Yeah.
And they just lost Ayuk. So
yeah, I gotta tell you. I know this is gonna be an unpopular pick. I think I take Dallas.
Wow. Well, you're getting 4.5
Yeah.
too, you know?
Yeah.
Finally, Leroy, the New York Giants, Monday Night Football against Mr. Unlimited.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Take your fancy?
Yeah, I just like Pittsburgh's another one of those teams. They just find a way to win. I'm interested to see because Russ looked good last week. You could tell the difference between him and Justin Fields about some of the throws he was making. And so I want to see if now that he's there, if he can get comfortable and they can just do what they do. So, I'll be interested.
He is tickled.
We'll take a break. That is Tickle My Fancy. Again, we'll give you the recap of all the Dolphins injuries that have been updated by Mike McDaniel. There's a slew of them to give you as we head towards this Sunday matchup against the Arizona Cardinals. Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get the headlines, which are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen. At Doral Volkswagen, choose from over 300 new Volkswagen models in stock, like the Tiguan, the Taos, and the Atlas. Remember, when it comes to Volkswagen, the great deals are at Doral Volkswagen. In the NFL, Miami Dolphins are getting ready for the Arizona Cardinals, and we have ourselves a lot of good news as far as the health is concerned. Emmanuel Ogbah and Javon Holland expected to play, according to Mike McDaniel. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, who were on the injury report. Tyreek had a foot, Waddle had a quad, but Mike McDaniel says he's very optimistic they will both play. Tua has cleared concussion protocol, so he is good to go.
Waddle was limping last game, so it'll be interesting to see if he's going to play.
And then in just a heartbreaker, Zach Sealer is out on Sunday after being poked in the eye. It's tough.
Oof.
It's tough. Not exactly a unit they have a lot of depth in either.
Nope. And literally the only good thing that's happened for the Dolphins has been Zach Sealer's play.
Man.
The thing is the way they use those defensive linemen, though, they can move one inside. Because a lot of times Calais Campbell's outside, so they move them around.
They also are going to be without Kader Kohu, Storm Duck, and let's see.
Storm Duck is out?
Storm Duck is unlikely to play, according to Barry Jackson. He's been on the injury report. They are going to get Cam Smith back, so we could see a little Cam Smith action. Well, why are you shaking your head, Froggy?
Whoop-de-doo, Cam.
What do you
Welcome
mean?
to the team, dude.
Well, he's been hurt. He's been on injured reserve.
He's been hurt. Yeah, Noah Igbenogany 2.0.
Don't do that. We don't know that yet, okay? It's too early to call that.
Who comes on in their second year? Like, who have we been like, okay, it was until week 15. What cornerback comes on in his second year after not starting for an entire year and a half?
Well, we'll see. Noah had a lot of inactives, but this was an injury. So maybe he would have played a little bit more if he wasn't hurt. He had a bad hammy.
At least Noah won us a game.
Well,
that was year 2 or 3, though.
Woo, took forever. Took forever.
Where is he now?
You know, I believe
Isn't it Washington?
He
That's
was
right.
in the preseason. I don't know if he's stuck there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it says he's still with the Commanders.
Okay. All right. Good for the first place.
That's a whole bunch of teams. He's like 22 years old.
Wow. 6 tackles last game.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
Against the Panthers, but you know,
Man,
still
tackles are tackles.
Tackles are tackles.
Good for him.
Ball's in your court, Cam Smith.
What is he, 22, 23? Dude been in the league forever.
24.
24. This is like his 5th year, though, right?
Man.
First round of 2020.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5th year. 24 years old.
Let's see. Yeah.
Combined 24 tackles this season. Look at that. Look
How
at
about that?
that.
Are all Noah's? He's
What
all
the hell
grown
did
up.
you think was going to happen when you drafted a 19-year-old? It was going to take time.
I think he was 19. I think he was 20. But I get your point. You know who never made that excuse? Austin Jackson.
Oh,
also
tough.
young. But Noah beat him to the punch with that excuse. Can't have 2 guys using the age excuse.
That's true. I mean, come on. Reserved for one person on the team.
Exactly. World Series begins tonight. Game 1 between the Yankees and Dodgers. Who's your pick, Leroy?
Come on.
Make a pick, Leroy.
Dodgers.
Yeah.
I
How about
mean,
that?
they stop teams from scoring, and they have, like, would you take Ohtani? Who's the other 2 guys?
You got Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts and who's the first baseman?
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman. Is it so? No.
Juan Soto's on the Yankees.
Juan Soto's on the Yankees. Will you take those three over Juan Soto, Judge, and
it appears our boy Miguel Rojas is healthy, so it seems like he is going to make his way back as well.
And let's not forget, it would only be fitting that somebody who played for the Marlins earlier this year wins a
well, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. It's either going to be, if it's this year, Jazz Chisholm, but you're either going to have the face of the Marlins, basically, which was Miguel Rojas for many years, or his mortal enemy, Jazz Chisholm.
Oh, yeah.
Those two hate each other. Rojas had an abductor strain and a sports hernia.
Those are the worst.
He has been dealing with that.
They put the little baggie in to hold everything in place,
but
then you get scar tissue. And the healing process starts, you got to tear that scar tissue.
He probably won't start because they've been, Kike Hernandez has been, he's been killing it for them. So, but Rojas, I'm sure we'll get into some games because he's shortstop, he's a great defender. So if you guys want to look at some former fish, this World Series is for you.
Everybody's doing the fish.
We're not.
Yeah.
Except I'm gonna keep my eye out on see how my boy Tony Rizzo is gonna do with those broken fingers, huh?
He was back He was back in the ALCS.
Oh well, because there's no more Browns games to watch, so of course.
I can't believe you thought that was Anthony Rizzo,
Oh
the
my
first
God.
baseman, instead of Tony Rizzo.
Can't believe you didn't respond to my
radio
DM.
host.
Come on, Anthony. Would you respond to my DM, dude?
By the way, to all the Inter Miami whiners who say I haven't mentioned it, I literally started the last segment talking about it. So
True.
you're being. By the way, they're all. I will say
playoffs are tomorrow, right?
Tonight.
They.
By the way, speaking of the Pinks, now I couldn't understand these rumors, but Neymar apparently there's some fodder that Neymar is the Pinks have put in an offer for Neymar from his current club. So that's what's perusing around to it. I don't know. Soccer rumors are very weird.
Yeah, because you got to pay a transfer fee.
It's just not only that, they come from all over the place. I don't know, but there's a lot of there's a lot of Neymar buzz this morning that the Pinks might get him this winter. So
wow,
that could that could be a thing. You know who that's going to make happy? Jimmy Bucket, his best friend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Was that? What was that? Would you care to share with the class?
I'll say, wouldn't that be something if Neymar comes into town and Jimmy goes out of town?
What was that character? What was that Snitchy Mouse?
I don't know.
Haven't seen you since the bubble, man.
Neymar could come into town. And somebody could be heading out of town.
Speaking of the Heat, they are back at practice. That's probably going on right now.
Probably making all of their shots.
Probably. They take on the Hornets tomorrow. Hornets are going to be second out of a back-to-back. They will not have their high-flying second-year wing, Brandon Miller. He has a glute strain.
I'm sorry.
That's literally busting your ass.
Yep.
So you got that. He probably fell, and that booty bone. He got a big old hematoma on his butt. Oh yeah.
He is out tonight, and it will be reevaluated in a week.
Wow. So he got
Yep.
goodness. He got serious.
That ass got torn up.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you can't do with a glute strain. Run.
What?
Lowry.
Oh man, we're having fun, people. We'll take a break. Something pretty cool happened yesterday. Tell you about that next. All right, welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Not good enough decorator.
Wow, you guys lost?
Okay.
Oh, did we? We got annihilated by Power 96.
We may have won if you would have helped me, but no, you would walk away.
I think Power 96, to be honest with you, here's the thing. I don't mean to throw an asterisk at anybody.
Oh,
you guys get to play music for like 15 minutes between times talking. Like you got a lot of time.
We're the opposite. They talk for 30 seconds and then play 15 minutes of music.
Right.
And we do 15 minutes of talking and then go to commercial for a couple of minutes.
I don't think that's very fair. And also, you guys put up a tarp on your window. I couldn't see what was going on in there. What am I supposed to do? Interrupt to see your haunted house?
Right, that's true too. Also, they have a different layout in the studio than we do, and also we have a bunch of people in the studio, and you don't want to like obstruct their view, or you don't want Joe Rose to get angry in the morning, or there's just a lot of moving parts, and they don't have that. We do.
They're the only two people in that studio. We have 3 different shows.
You see what's going on?
Choo. Oh no, guys, the excuse train is coming through. Give it a second.
Is that the same train that keeps JFig from being on work on time?
No, it's the same train that he takes to get away from the station, huh?
Oh,
Mr. I'm never here, huh?
Oh, wow.
But beyond Tobin being muted, the train that I take is
he muted himself.
Sorry, I was like, I got Zach Sealer.
Oh no! Watch out! You gotta wear goggles from now on. I want Zach Sealer to adopt the Kareem goggles now.
I swear to God, if I find out it was Eichenberg.
Oh, you know it was, dude. You know
Busy
it
fingers, old busy fingers, Eichenberg.
Oh gosh,
wild, dude. Well, I'm sorry you guys lost your decoration contest.
It wasn't even close.
It's okay. I'm not salty about it. Apparently Marcos is, but he has no reason to because he didn't help.
I monitored.
Wow.
I will go over there.
My big guess is now, how long are these Halloween decorations going to be up past next week?
Oh,
because I'm going to say till April.
Wow. What's
for my birthday?
Yeah.
What's the rule on Christmas tree? I see people putting up Christmas trees already.
What do you mean ruling on it?
Like, are you in favor of putting up a Christmas tree like in October? Are you okay?
I don't know, dude. I'll tell you what, because I've been redoing the garage, so I've been at Home Depot a lot over the last month, and I was stunned because I started this in September to put the new windows in here, and I was like, September, there's already Christmas stuff out?
Christmas stuff, dude.
And now I gotta tell you, Home Depot, they are making a killing. Dude, they have so many decorations out there. Like, you could make Clark Griswold blush with the kinds of decorations you could buy from them now. Used to be a couple blow-ups. That's all you got at Home Depot. Dude, they have a giant like Mickey and Minnie Mouse Christmas you could buy now. You could buy a giant Christmas minion that looks like it should be It's a Small World.
Now they have trees that the lights also go to the music or something.
Oh, well, listen, that's been around. I'm talking about like the lawn decoration. The lawn decorations now, JFig, are out of control with what they're selling.
Especially the Halloween ones, though. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
And they have that big snowman, like a Yeti for Christmas.
I have not seen the Yeti, but that's kind of a cool decoration.
I like that one.
Just a giant Yeti.
Yep.
It's huge.
Yep. I do like that. But the decorations are crazy. I'm not gonna tell you something though. Pretty penny. Like
do you do decorations, Tobes?
For Christmas? Yes. Halloween, I have been kind of going cheap. We put out a big Signor Gatto out front, but that was it.
That's it, huh? All right.
Pretty much. It's cool.
Wow. Sounded judgy there, Leroy.
Judgy. What'd you do? I don't have. Listen, I don't have the. I don't have. I don't see you out there carving pumpkins.
Here's the problem. If I were to do decorations. My front yard is so far from the street,
Mm.
it would cost $1 bazillion for anybody to be able to see it. So no.
Talk
I don't-
about
I don't-
excuse machines. Join it for you or for other people.
I don't like them like that.
What about Christmas?
Now, Big Spoon is a different story. She already got like Thanksgiving stuff in the house with the, the different colors and stuff like that.
Yep.
Whatever.
Wow. Yeah.
All I want for Thanksgiving is my turkey and my sweet potato pie.
I got a big giant turkey
Potato
inflatable. That's going up November 1st.
A big what?
Giant turkey inflatable. That's going up November 1st.
All right.
It's big. It's like obnoxiously big.
Can you like?
That's
show
fair.
us?
November 1st, Thanksgiving decorations totally allowed.
Yep.
Christmas decorations do not go up until Black Friday.
That's what I'm
people
saying.
that put them up early.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You used to not even be able to buy a Christmas tree until the day after Thanksgiving. Now you can buy them like in the beginning of November.
We used to be a society that followed a guideline, and now it just seems like what's the earliest we can throw it out there for people to go start spending their cash? And by the way, no early bird specials. Like if I buy a Christmas decoration in October, you can't give me a 20% discount or something like that. No, they're like $400 for a giant minion with a Santa hat on it. I'm like, jeez.
Well, I think Mariah Carey started defrosting early September. So
what?
Yeah, she just keeps coming closer and closer to the beginning of the year.
We will take a break, mix things up. Marcos has promised crazy Aaron Rodgers sound that he's infuriated about. Bring that to you coming up next. right. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program.
Got my stuff in.
Your stuff?
My prize picks.
All right, we'll get to some of that coming on up as well. We'll find out what Leroy's got, what action he's got. But first, the mixed bag.
The mixed bag. I've been waiting for this, Marcos. You better not disappoint, you bum.
Wow.
All righty then. I mentioned it. You know what, Tobin? Lower the music.
But you have control of the...
Lower the music.
All right, here.
This is serious, guys. This is serious. I would consider a lot of the radio people I know as wordsmiths for sure. But what I heard from Aaron Rodgers is almost an attack on the English language.
Wow.
Almost an attack on journalism. It feels like a crime against our nation. I'm going to let you hear this Aaron Rodgers cut. You tell me if anything is out of the ordinary for any reason.
I mean, every year presents its own challenges, and thankfully we're not to the denouement of this season. You know, there's still a lot of time left. I think it's important that we all just stay as sanguine as possible. You know, it's a long season. There's a lot of ups and downs. We've had a lot of adversity already this season. We just got to stick together and get one and then start to build off of that.
The what?
We are not at the denouement of the season yet, and everyone needs to remain sanguine.
Okay.
Huh.
Let's get the proper spelling of these words.
I know sanguine is SENGUIN, right?
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
SANGUINE is sanguine, and he is referring to optimistic or positive.
Okay.
Everyone must remain optimistic or positive.
That is annoying.
Denouement. DENOUEMENT. The final part of a play or a movie in which the strands of the plot are drawn together and matters are explained or resolved.
Well, that is annoying.
It's a big word.
It's a big word for me, dog.
One may wonder very simply, why the hell did he just say that? We're not at the end of the season. Everyone needs to remain optimistic. No, instead, he chose this route.
I mean, every year presents its own challenges, and thankfully we're not to the denouement of this season. You know, there's still a lot of time left. I think it's important that we all just stay as sanguine as possible. You know, it's a long season. There's a lot of ups and downs.
Shut up, dude. What are you serious? Do you think this is a joke? He did this on purpose.
Well, let me tell you something, dude. He may not be at the denouement of the season, but we may be watching the denouement of Aaron Rodgers. Might be au revoir.
No way he does that for any other reason than to piss people off or to get attention.
Definitely.
You don't just say those words. Those words have never been said in the same paragraph, let alone the same sentence.
You know, I like a guy like Tua. You know, Tua was asked about what he learned from this whole situation.
Yeah.
He doesn't try and sugarcoat it with French words. He just goes, don't get concussions. I was like, genius.
Pretty good.
He's right.
Hey.
Denouement.
He's being pretentious.
What?
Does he not want anybody to like him? Because he is going out of his way to be that dude, right?
Yep, certainly is.
Listen, I already said what I had to say about it. Because I told you what 40 and the Achilles looks like. So he can use all the big words he wants. His body using very little words. Ow and too old.
Running for his life. Who they got this weekend? Patriots, right?
Yes, they do have the soft Patriots.
is interesting. It is interesting, and you got Bill Belichick kind of throwing dirt at Gerard Mayo a little bit. Him and his cronies on a podcast. I mean, he's everywhere now. Bill Belichick.
He threw dirt at him. Why?
Because he was like, well, they weren't last year when we were fourth in the league and stopping the run.
They also don't have a lot of the same guys.
Hey, take it up with your former coach, dude.
I'm just saying, like,
he's Team Petty.
Why do we do that? I'm Team Petty too, right? But not like that.
Well, you know, that response is just a quintessential perfunctory by Bill Belichick, I think.
And now, shut up, Marcos. Can I just let me just say this?
Clip that though.
Pretty good.
Could it be that Bill Belichick is being a little petty because rumor has it, or Robert Kraft said, I didn't hear the words exactly, I heard he said that he wanted Mayo 5 years ago.
He picked him at least to be the succeeding coach 5 years
5 years ago.
Yes.
So could that be one of the reasons why they kind of ushered Bill Belichick out?
I don't know. I mean, possible. It's possible. It definitely, you can't rule it out. It definitely got frosty with Tom Brady leaving, because if you go 5 years ago, that's pretty much when Tom Brady left, right? That's right before he left.
Right.
So
maybe Bill is putting all this together and go, oh,
yep,
putting this on me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he's a little
cantankerous. You think that's why he's a little cantankerous, maybe?
Listen, they're both going through a really.
Hold on.
What? What's that?
We're not.
No, what?
Stop
being Aaron Rodgers.
Typically, he's more persuasive.
Good. There you go. Now you're back. You're back, you bum. You tried to use a big word. You can't even say it.
Use the Tyler. Hit yourself with the Tyler Hero, you bum.
Usually,
-1.
More persuasive.
It's a big word for me, dog.
Persuasive.
Give up, Marcos.
Give up.
Usually, I've heard him be more perspicacious.
What else you got, Aaron Froggers?
Let's go to a quarterback who talks normal. Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
He was asked, do you think Derrick Henry can get the rushing title this year? Is what the Ravens quarterback had to say.
Single season rushing record. What do you think so far? I mean, 7 games in, what do you think his chances are?
It's there. Like, I feel like he has a great chance of achieving that. I think he can do it. I believe he can do it.
Wow. That'd be kind of cool.
So he's at 863.
Jesus, already.
Somewhere along that. And we're not even halfway in.
He's at 873.
Keep in mind.
In 7 games, right? 7 games?
Yeah. Keep in mind, he does get an extra game.
Does he?
Yep.
Yeah. Makes it.
That happened with OJ too. That happened with OJ too.
Makes it even more incredible with OJ Simpson. He did it in 14 games.
Yeah.
He ran for 2,014 games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And then Eric Dickerson broke the record in 16 games. And that's the record that currently stands, if I'm not mistaken.
It is
2,105 yards.
2,105. AP was just shy of 2,100. 2,097. Jamal Lewis, 2,066 in 2003. Barry Sanders, 2,053. Derrick Henry did 2,027 in 2020. OJ Simpson.
So wait, who's the Tennessee running back? Didn't he get 2,000 from Eastern Carolina?
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson.
Yes.
Didn't he get 2,000?
He did. 7th all time now. 2006.
Okay.
Terrell Davis did 2008. And OJ Simpson 2003. So there have been 8 to eclipse that mark.
Yep. People don't. I remember when I got into the league, Eric Dickerson was at the end of his career, and he was about as smooth as you could possibly be while making people miss like Barry Sanders. It was amazing.
Man, last year we were doing 2,000 counts for Cheetah. 1,000.
Wait,
I'll
let's
take
get
100-yard game.
Yeesh.
Wow.
What?
There you go. Something.
What else you got, Froggy?
I think it's important that you guys remain equanimity. I don't even think I'm using these right. I'm just trying to get them off. We talked briefly about how the Sixers are already showing their true colors. Charles Barkley had something to say on Joel Embiid's load management, as he's been quoted as refusing to play back-to-backs anymore. This is what the round mound of rebound had to say.
Man, I don't have any idea what the Sixers are doing. You know, I don't think it's fair. Now, listen, I want to get this number right because this is crazy. And bless the kid, number one. He just signed for 3 years, $193 million. 3 years, $193 million to play basketball. We're not steel workers. We're not nurses. Like people who got like real jobs who have to work 40, 50 hours a week. We're playing basketball at the most 4 days a week. Most of the time, 3 days a week. He has the best backup in the league.
That's it?
I guess we'll never know what else about his backup.
He has the best backup in the league? Andre Drummond?
I don't think that's true at all.
Andre Drummond looks awkward on a basketball court.
Been a while since Andre Drummond was like Andre Drummond. He'll get you some rebounds, though. He'll get you some rebounds.
Yeah, it's pretty much it, though.
I just like, I hate when great players do what Joel Embiid is doing. Because Chuck has a point. It ain't like we asking you to put your body through, you know, this extensive, you know, grueling task.
Right.
You are the biggest person on the damn court.
Well, I think the other thing too that annoys a lot of the older guys, like you know, the flying is all this, and it's like, you know, I guess there's more plays. Like if you wanted to break it down, like there's more running in basketball because there's more shots and whatnot. But as basketball, like I think you could make the argument, I guess, that football is you got bigger guys, stronger guys, but guys aren't necessarily playing less games. There's no football management.
Right.
Like, why is basketball taking such a drastic shift of, all right, guys, can we get 65 out of you? Will that be the minimum? You know
why? Guaranteed money, and you want your guy ready for the playoffs. But here's the other thing. Load management doesn't guarantee that.
Uh-huh.
And that's what where we're starting to get. Now, the guaranteed money portion of it, if you're an owner, you want your players at the biggest moments of the season.
Right.
So they're trying to get there. But the way basketball works is you're one play, no matter when that is, from stepping on an ankle and getting a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, there was like one, like I'm trying to think about like the times it's definitely worked. Like Kawhi, it worked with Toronto. They did it with D Wade. It was one of the things LeBron was kind of annoyed with Dwyane's last year, is that he, you know, they really manages his injury and they were really careful about it. And so, you know, you had like Ray starting a lot of games and whatnot that last year, but man, Dwyane never missed playoff games. Missed playoff games.
Here's the other reason why
that was a team, and you got to mind you, that was a team that went to the finals 3 straight years.
Right.
And so you're playing a lot of basketball. I just think like, what are we gambling for something that like you might not end up getting paid off on?
Right. The other thing is that when you think about football, it's not 5 guys in positionless football. You're already limited on how many positions you can have, you know, how many people you can have at each position. So if a guy says, I'm load managing, and you put all that on to somebody else, your teammates are going to get pretty pissed off. Because now they got to carry the load. And keep in mind, in football, there's practice during the week. You also doing scout team, you're practicing. So if you take and say if Robert were to do like load management, I'm out this week, that means now I got to pick up all of his practice plays, his scout plays, then the game plays and stuff like that. So you can't, there's no way of managing that. You got to just play. So yeah, it doesn't really work. I mean, it kind of works in baseball. They do it, but only when the guy's slumping. They give him a day off. They don't go, things are going great. We don't want to burn you out. We're going to sit you out. You're batting 400. No, they want to keep it going. So basketball is the only sport where they say we're going to load manage. And if that's the case, and if the NBA sees that's a problem, why are we doing back-to-backs?
Weird. And they've really limited the back-to-backs.
Right. But I don't think so. I think basketball is really the only sport. When you think about football and hockey, everybody's trying to prove how tough they are. They don't do that in basketball. They really don't. You don't hear of a guy, oh, he's played 5 games with this issue.
Yeah, there's two things in sports that felt like the genie's just never going to get put back in the bottle, and it feels like NBA playing and pitching. Like those are the ones where like I guess we're never going back.
Which is crazy because a lot of the people would say that how are you going to be able to pitch this substantial amount of time in these amount of pitches if you never pitch those amount of pitches or for that substantial amount of time?
Well, I'll tell you where else you don't want to pitch count. In the bedroom, dude. You want to be able to go the entire complete game. No calls to the bullpen. That's why you want to try Blue Chew. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now you can chew it and do it. It's online, right? So no doctor's visits. You don't got to go to the pharmacy. Get shipped right to your door in a discreet package. So whether you're married, you're looking to spice things up, or single, you're trying to impress somebody new, Blue Chew is for you, and I got a great deal for our listeners out there. You guys can try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code SHOWPONY at checkout. You use the promo code SHOWPONY at checkout, you're paying just $5 for shipping, but you're getting your first month of Blue Chew for free. That's BlueChew.com. Use the promo code SHOWPONY. BlueChew.com, BlueChew.com. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. You guys can get at us on the chat on YouTube and Twitch, Miami 560 WQAM. We stream there live 4 hours every single day, 10 a.m. to 2. And I got some clips up there for you as well. Miami Heat, they're back on the hardwood tomorrow. They are practicing. I believe they're probably wrapping up as we speak. I think they were practicing at 11 today.
Are they on the road?
No, I think they are leaving. I think they're leaving today.
What do you think? They're leaving Fiji? Is that where
No,
they're?
I think they're leaving for North Carolina tonight. No, I think they practice.
Oh, okay. Because you know how they do. You know, they just go ahead and hit the Bahamas for no reason.
Let's see. It says Adam Lichtenstein, who's covering for the Sun Sentinel, over at Heat practice on the speakers today. Ed Sheeran.
Oh yeah, that's what you want to hear. After getting blown out by Mickey Mouse.
Probably need to hear some DMX, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What you really want?
Adam tweets out, Kevin Love was not at practice today for
DMX.
What? Well, I think that was their intro last year for Heat Culture, wasn't it? DMX.
Yeah,
maybe.
Now they coming into Mr. BMX. Ed Sheeran.
When your legs don't work like they used to.
What are you doing?
One of their favorite rapper is DNB.
That's a point, dude.
Let's see. Adam tweets out, Kevin Love was not at Heat practice today due to personal reasons. He missed the opener. It is not decided if he will travel with the team to Charlotte for their game tomorrow. So wish everything is going okay with Kevin Love and everything with him. Kel'El Ware missed practice and will not travel due to a stomach illness.
Oh my goodness, dude. Okay,
I'll take that though. Not a soft tissue injury, you know, not a broken bone. He got the bubble guts.
Dude, wait. We can't complain about guys not playing back-to-backs, and then we got somebody with bubble guts staying home.
You know, he's a rookie, and it was his first post-game meal. Maybe he wasn't used to that.
No, here's the deal. You know what they said?
Right.
You're probably not going to play anyway. Just stay home.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
why
does
they don't play the rookies?
I know. Well, they don't play. No.
Wait.
You play rookies, but like it's almost like Spo's got an amusement park.
You're over 6'10".
I was gonna say 6'6". That's the limit. 6'6".
Why is that?
I don't know.
We had this when we were at media day. The whole conversation was, Tobin, I can't believe how young and how lengthy they got just in one off season.
I know.
And guess what? I look on the court, little people.
Well, here's the thing. I watch Kel'El, and the kid is very talented, right? But you know how like people said, oh, he's got a motor issue. I don't think that's it. I think he's just got a glide to him, you know? Like he doesn't look like he's busting his ass, but there's just something about like no one can contain him when they defend him, and then he'll get like these monster dunks, but he's just got a casualness to him.
But here's the deal. On one hand, Pat Riley will tell you, I'm not sitting around waiting for this to happen. You know, this is it.
Right.
And then on the other hand, you take all the people who can contribute and go, we're not playing them.
Especially when.
So what is it?
Like, respectfully, we're playing Thomas Bryant. And it's like, I that's what we're stopping development for? I don't know. What do I know? I'm not one of the best coaches of all time.
I'm not either. But we had these conversations. This is the conversation. This is the thing that had us all excited and warm and fuzzy. Was that look at the length, look at Nico, look at Kel'El, look at like Jaime Jaquez, like the three young fellas, length, speed, energy.
I don't know.
And one of them's got the bubble guts.
Josh Christopher and Josh Richardson practice, so that's good. Seems like Jay Rich is getting healthy.
Great.
I know it's gonna be happy for Marcos because now he doesn't have to see Drew
take
Smith
somebody off the court and get shorter.
Oh, that's fine though.
Jay Rich does have wingspan.
Good defense, good defender. Can't find that out of bounds line, but good defender. I'll tell you what.
That was a thing. Oh,
is this not frustrating? Am I the
It's
only
very
one that's
frustrating. No. It is.
And granted,
100%
and let me be clear. I don't know what the reasons are, which makes it even more frustrating. Because I see the guy in the preseason, and I saw him during the summer, and I'm thinking, this guy is going to be a contributor.
Me too.
And now he's sitting next to UD.
Okay, 1 minus 1.
Why?
2.
-1 for Sash.
You were trying to do a thing. And second of all, UD he doesn't sit there anymore. Okay. When he is there, he sits
wherever he is, he can sit next to him because he ain't playing.
Can I put you in a good mood?
Sure.
Did you see what got finally put up yesterday?
With what?
Did you see what finally got put up yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Hey, how many years has this been? 2 mayors and
about 4.
It's the same mayor. It's the same mayor. But yesterday, the Miami Heat tweeted out, finally, they have put up the street signs for Dwyane Wade Boulevard. Finally, the Miami Heat have put up the signs for Dwyane Wade Boulevard.
Deuces.
And as Leroy pointed out, yes, it only took 4 years. It only took 4 years.
Only 4 years.
From the official declaration of it. It really took 7-ish years from the time we started the movement.
All I know is when the COVID mayor came into our office.
Don't call him that. That's not his name.
Well, I mean,
as soon as he left our building, he had COVID.
We don't know that he gave the building COVID.
Well,
we don't know that
we don't not know.
We also don't know if he had COVID when he was there because he was at like a function with like ambassadors.
I know. I'm going to say this.
Amber Wilson was very mad at us.
We did not know. Right?
Remember how panicked Galen got because Robbie thought he might have been near somebody who could have gotten COVID?
He shut down the station.
Shut it down.
He really did.
But anyway, Dwyane Wade is getting his statue unveiled on Sunday at a ceremony. I believe it's 5 o'clock at the Kaseya Center.
Hey, so let's just be clear.
Mm-hmm.
It took Dallas 12 minutes.
2 seconds.
And they had a parade.
Yep.
And paraded him underneath the street sign.
Yep.
7 years later.
Well, it's done though. It's finally up there.
It's done. Better late than never.
Better late than never, Leroy. Exactly. And I'm happy for
designs of a statue went up before something you already agreed to went up.
I'm very happy for D Wade. D Wade is in town all week. He was at the Pat Riley thing. Did you see what he did yesterday?
No, I didn't.
He and Bam opened up a new court in one of their communities. So he did like this whole thing about, kind of passing all the community work over to Bam Adebayo. He did it with Bam's foundation. And Mayor Suarez was there, so he's like, hey, got it up.
Of course he went, huh?
Pretty unique timing, I must
say.
7 years for something that took 7 minutes to put up.
You know what I think of when I think of politicians?
What?
And his name?
The greatest.
Gotta be there. Gotta be there.
He's calm, collected. Has a will to win because his name, of course, is Wade Jones.
End of the year. In the background. Dwyane Wade.
It's Wade Jones.
Hey, Dave South, that's not necessary.
Wade Jones. Dave South just tweeted out, "Are you not amazed?" Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Dwyane Wade Boulevard officially up there. It's the crossing street at Biscayne Boulevard, the northeast 7th Street, right past that parking lot where they really foist you. I mean, they'll charge you a pretty penny.
Hey,
wow, it changes by the hour.
You can do what I did.
Hmm?
Pick a parking lot that is cheaper.
Oh yeah. Yeah, pay for a parking in Louisiana.
No, I paid for parking in Minnesota.
Oh, that's what
Let me tell you, that area is gone within seconds. Okay, so you can't even do that during game day.
No, I go, JFig, why'd you pay so much for parking? I paid like $5.
No, you paid like pennies compared to me.
Yeah, and she goes, wait a minute, that's Minnesota.
That would happen too.
Same name.
It's really obvious that the Dwyane Wade statue is going to be. It's going to be on some like marble. Some marble
Just
scorer's table, and he's going to say, "This is my house." Because who literally has the statue that says "This is my house" and you can put it at the arena? It's so like Terry Rozier and Bam both said that this Terry Rozier give us a wink, but like if it was, I don't even know what second choice would be, unless you also have to sculpt out a giant Anderson Varejao with him dunking on him. I mean, maybe it could, like, if it was going to be, what was second choice? Him maybe throwing the ball up at Dallas.
That's a good one.
The three to win the game against, who was that?
Golden State.
Golden State.
Oh man.
Well, that's kind of similar. That was like the sequel. Like he did the same thing, except instead of this,
it took him 2 times.
He pounded his chest.
Oh no! But remember the time when he had the triple double the last game, and he tried to jump on that table.
Yeah, he goes. That was tragic.
That hurt. I know it hurt.
That hurt.
It was very loud,
dude. He wasn't. And how about the fact that he played the next game and he really wasn't supposed to play, and he got a triple double to end the career. He gave the pass to UD. But he's right. The one Leroy's referring to is the Sixers game where Jimmy was at. And, yeah, he has that last game, the Heat win, and he jumps up on the table and misses.
Oh, yeah, that could have been.
Oof. And, like, really hurt himself bad.
Yeah.
So bad. Played it off well, though.
But here's the deal. Like, no knock on D Wade. That's what old looks like. Like, your mind thinks you could keep doing it.
He probably could have done it another year. He could have pushed it if he wanted to, but
if he wanted to, but it gets
he
to
got
the point,
out. He got out at the right time.
It gets to the point where, and it was the same thing for me when I realized that camp was in 2 weeks and I was still limping. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Oh,
like,
I got the state idea.
And I probably had one of my better seasons my last year. So it's crazy. So like it wasn't a situation where I was limping on into the next year. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Dade South says marble. I picture that, like, I know he's going to be like brass, like what's with the sculptures, but is it like the table has to be marble? Yeah.
You mean bronze?
Brass, whatever.
Brass.
Bronze. I'm sorry. Am I a sculptor? I don't know.
You know how expensive that would be?
I saw that they're gonna like let you speak to the sculptors at the media session on Sunday, and I'm like, that guy's got to be wearing a fancy hat, yeah, like a
Kango,
like who's still
Kango with one of them little skinny things.
I love how that's where your head went.
Oh, it was immediately. I think there's 2 of them,
and he's French. Does he have to be French?
I could find. Probably shouldn't judge off of name, but we're gonna do that.
What about
how many times have we called somebody an intangible? Now all of a sudden we go get right.
If not the This Is My House, what about the pregame ritual through the hoop?
Just hanging on the hoop?
Yeah, just like putting his head
like pulling that's kind of cool. That would be cool. I think
it'll be that.
It's definitely gonna be This Is My House.
Yeah.
Sure. In fact, I would be disappointed if it wasn't This Is My House.
True.
Yeah, true.
Let's see.
Dr. Bobby said, I knew a sculpt. He wore barrettes.
It says the Rotblat Armani Studio Sculptors.
Oh, no. You can't say it. If you can't say it, it's definitely, oh, yeah.
Omri Amrani and Oscar Leon.
Oh, ooh, they got fancy names, just like they should be carving up some stuff.
You better nail that sculpt. Nobody wants a Ronaldo situation.
And you know they're gonna all have like slim fit suits.
Oh
yeah,
gonna be able to.
You ever notice?
Capris.
Anybody ever seen a thick artist? They're always very skinny.
I mean,
There you go again, trying to shame someone.
I'm not shaming them.
They don't call them well-fed artists. They're starving artists.
See yourself out.
Point for Tobin!
Just see yourself out.
No,
What are you
because you
doing?
set him up for that, Leroy. You should
No,
give
I
yourself a
didn't.
-1.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody just said Oscar Leone is the name of my Cuban mechanic.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. If that he might be a local.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
What about this pose?
Ooh, when he puts the champagne on his knees, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is nice, but
That was that was a great moment.
Although I got to tell you, those gold shoes look nice. When you keep
this whole
those.
time I thought he was putting champagne into like the cap of the champagne bottle, trying to pour a shot.
What?
trying to get every little drop.
He was.
Every drop counts.
I didn't realize it was right on his knee.
He was pouring champagne on his knees. He was dead.
I was like, why is he pouring a little baby shot?
Ergo, why they went to the maintenance program the next year.
Because he thought pouring champagne on his knee was gonna fix it.
Sheesh. Take a break. Congrats to D Wade. Lots more to get into here on the show. Back after this.
Going Miami, October 11th, 2003. The Sean Taylor game.
He fires down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Yep. Sean Taylor has it. Sean Taylor's 5th interception of the year, the 4th turnover by Florida State. Intercepted by Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor at the 10. Sean Taylor dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Miami and Florida State. The rivalry where legends are made lives here on AM 560 WQAM.
Oh! Goosies galore, dude. Goosies on top of goosies, man. What a sports day tomorrow is going to be, huh?
Goosies.
What a sports day. I mean, really the next 72 hours. If you're a fan of the Pinks, you got a little playoff action tonight. Playoffs. You got tomorrow college football.
No fighting, right? What? There's fighting?
Have you not heard this man talk all week?
Well,
Marcos.
Okay.
What did you just say?
I'm sorry.
2 p.m. main card start time tomorrow, Marcos.
Whoa!
UFC 308.
What?
Max Holloway against Ilia Topuria for the featherweight championship of the world.
Ooh. It's spicy. You got any chili peppers?
I bet on Max.
Oh,
bet on
really?
Max just to win.
Is he the favorite?
Nope. 2-1 dog. Never get Max Holloway as a 2-1 dog.
Oh. Okay.
And I got to tell you,
pretty tough.
I'm not one to look into stare downs. Okay.
Oh,
that's a total lie. Leroy knows. I love press conferences and I love stare downs.
Okay.
I saw Ilia Topuria mentally break Max Holloway. Got him, dude. Broke him. He was old Chuckles McGee up there punting. He was looking like Pat McAfee sniveling to Aaron Rodgers. He walked up to Max Holloway. By the way, he's very tall for a featherweight, 5'11". And he walked up to him, and I think he realized. Dustin Poirier said it best. He goes, look, could Ilia Topuria knock him out cold? Sure, he could. However, he basically hit him with, but don't let it get to the third because you ain't been in those Max Holloway deep waters.
So Max Holloway, so this is a 5-rounder, right?
Yes.
So he's saying if he gets to 5, if he gets to 3,
he's like 3, 4, 5. The volume. Max Holloway doesn't get tired. He doesn't get tired.
He punches all the time.
All the time, dude. He broke the record for significant strike. Go watch him versus Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar, as tough as they come. But like what he did.
Relation to Kattar Kohu?
There is not. Well, okay. Nope. One is from Africa and the other is from Boston and Intangibles.
Oh.
But only Kattar Kohu won the lottery, according to Marcos.
Oh, dude, that might have been one of your Dude, you gotta find that. You gotta find that.
Lost in the files.
Like he said, you know what? I think he won the lottery.
He was like, no. How about the story was though? Like he was dismissing the greatness of Kattar Kohu's story because I was like, Texas A&M Commerce, a small school, undrafted to make the team. He goes, it's not like he needed the money though. His family won the lottery.
And we're like, we pulled the Marcos. Nope.
I mean, I was just like, wow, this guy's rich and still chasing his dreams. This is amazing.
Dude,
woo, classic.
Not there, huh? Suspiciously can't find it.
Oh no, for some reason I can't. No, sorry.
Interesting.
There's a lot of
so anyway, yes, you do have fighting tomorrow, Marcos. UFC 208, and then we got Panthers, and we got Heat, but mostly
we got Canes.
We got Canes, dude.
Oh, yeah,
we got Canes against the Cupcakes.
Wow, I don't know if I'm okay.
I don't feel comfortable with you saying that in a rivalry game.
Why?
Dude.
Because here's why I wouldn't say that. You just played a team you were 18-point favorite and was a toe away from losing.
Mm-hmm.
that means that the circumstance and the situation could present itself that you're in a dogfight. I'm not going to just dismiss it.
Nah.
Okay.
Not going to happen.
Based on what?
Based on they suck and we're awesome.
That's what we said about Virginia Tech, though.
Look, Virginia Tech was an odd one, okay? Every once in a while, it was on a Friday, catch a napping every once in a while. We then had to go across to the West Coast, a little strange, then a sleepy nooner. This is a little thing I like to call PTC, all right? Primetime Canes.
Oh, wow.
And they don't know what they're in for, dude. They don't know what they're in for.
Are you doing TCB?
No, this is a don't lose.
Oh, this is just straight up don't lose.
No, don't lose. Don't
because
lose.
you would definitely look like a fool if they lost.
Oh, I will. I will look a fool.
So are you saying don't lose because you don't want to look like a fool? Because
no.
it's all right. So
it would be
because you're not accustomed to going through weeks like this from the other side. I am. And why are you not even acknowledging the fact that it's a rivalry game?
Because they're not a rival. They suck this year.
But so have you felt that way when you were on the other side of this?
I felt like what you're saying right now.
How did you feel? So say if I flip the teams, and all I'm trying to do is just get you to be reasonable about
false hope.
This.
False hope. It's exactly
okay. So you're saying that right now, any Canes, any Seminoles that feel like, oh, it's a rival game, we got a chance.
Yeah.
False hope.
It's false hope. They
don't have false hope.
Of course.
Okay.
Last year against the Celtics, false hope. Like when the Heat were up.
Why would you label me a hater and demonize me?
I have to do what I have to do. Like El Borre has to do what he has to do. I understand. As a fan, you understand your responsibility. You have to defend the honor of your team, but you know when you really mean it and you don't mean it.
You know what that sounds like?
What?
That sounds like some BS. You always gonna be able to wiggle out of anything you say before the game.
I'm not gonna wiggle out of it. If we come here on Monday and they lose, I look. I'll smash I'm gonna do a Marcos here, but if they lose, I'll smash a cupcake in my face because I called them cupcakes. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think the Canes are gonna smoke them. I think they're gonna smoke them. I think they're gonna boat race them.
I agree.
Okay.
But
and what you're saying now,
I'm not dismissing the rivalry aspect of it when especially less than a month ago you were 18-point favorite and a Hail Mary almost cost you the game.
I understand.
I'm like, yeah, all that stuff goes through my head.
But those teams,
and I'm thinking, I'm not just dismissing this.
Dude, those teams, say what you want about those teams. Those teams they got some life to them, you know? This team is lifeless. This Florida State team is lifeless.
Okay. And you know what gives you some life? Rivalry game.
I understand, but here's the thing. I treated the Gators as a rival. It was a rival game going on the road. We didn't really know. Okay. Smoked them. In their stupid little swamp. Took their recruits.
What was the score last year?
I think it was 24-20.
And they were big favorites, right?
I don't remember what the spread was last year.
Because
I will look that up for you during the break because we do have to take one more break.
Yeah, I just want to I'm just trying to get you to be reasonable about these
I'm
games.
being reasonable.
No, you're
dude.
not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm being reasonable.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Hey, I wouldn't want the players talking like this, except Cam Ward. I wouldn't like the players talking like this. But I'm not them. I'm me. And I'm going to talk my talk.
You just the only thing that was missing was they not like us. That's it. That's the only thing that was missing out of your mouth. If you would have said that, it would have just been the cherry on top of that fat cupcake you're gonna stuff in your mouth on Monday.
Wow. They're not like us.
Yep.
Take a break. Back after this.
Previously on
Tobin and Leroy.
I think his dad won the lottery, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he didn't win the lottery like money wise. He won the lottery to come.
You're dead to me.
All right. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy. Let's get to our favorite Friday game. You're dead to me. I'll tell you who's dead to me.
You're dead to me.
Not scoring touchdowns is dead to me because Tua's back.
You're dead.
We got Tua, Cheetah, Waddle, the full arsenal, baby, is back. The band is, like Tyreek Hill said, strike up the band. It's back together, back to watching fun football. I want to see touchdown celebration dances. I want to see penguin dances. I want to see Cheetah doing backflips.
Boy.
I want to see Raheem Mostert surfing. I want to see it all, baby, against these ratty-ass Cardinals.
I have a question.
Yeah?
With your whole little celebration and theatrical performance that you just put on,
Yes.
what if they still lose? Would
They
you
won't.
be this happy?
They won't. They won't.
Well, no, I'm only asking because
Mm.
you've been going on with this whole thing for more than a week.
Hey, let me ask you something, Fig.
Wow,
No.
Fig. Wow.
You hate fun? Because you're not having fun either. I didn't mother bleep Jason Sanders last week. That was you. Okay?
Maybe I did.
So, like, no, not maybe. Not maybe. You did. You did. So you're not having fun either. You want to play a field goal fest with, as you call him, effing Jason Sanders again?
why are you calling me
Or do you want to see some tutties?
It's so unprofessional.
Do you want to see some touchdowns or you want to see more doing?
I'm only asking.
You know what the truth is. You know what the truth is.
You know what the truth is. We were right too.
You know what the truth is. You know what the truth is. Leroy, who's dead to you?
You're dead.
So this is kind of, I've been on this rampage all week. To the Cleveland fans that celebrated one of their own getting injured and tearing an Achilles. The fact there were fans that cheer for a guy on their team, you're dead to me.
You're dead to me.
That's disgusting. It is. And listen, regardless of what you think about players, they spend their whole life to get here. You think they want to be failures? And so to just think that this guy is out there, not trying to be successful for whatever reason you may think that, and then to boo him when cheer him when he tears an Achilles, it's just that's terrible. That is so bad.
Bums.
I mean, that makes you worse than Philadelphia.
That's up there.
Philadelphia cheered for at least a player on a rival team.
Both bad.
You cheer for your own guy.
JFig, who's dead to you?
Los Angeles,
Whoa.
you're dead to me.
Ooh, just
Why?
Los Angeles? Wow.
I hope they are happy having Gabe Vincent in the City of Angels.
Poor Gabe Vincent.
So much that they gifted him a girlfriend.
What?
What?
Wow.
We can't see the picture.
Why not?
Dude, you're watching on
That's
Twitch.
exact. Really?
Oh, well, maybe he doesn't want to put a picture of her face.
No.
No, I can see her hand.
Yes.
That's what he posted, Leroy. That's not the
Oh.
point.
Yeah.
The point is the betrayal, okay?
Leroy
And to
thinks he can't
quote-
crop a photo.
Seriously.
I think JFig cropped her face out.
Yes,
He is the
I
cropper.
did. And to quote the amazing Michelle Branch, I hope you're happy now.
Wow.
I hope you're happy now.
Hmm.
Gabriel,
I think he is.
Whoa, full
Jeez.
names.
Namdi, Vincent.
Wow.
You're dead to me.
Never heard her say that.
What's
Jeez.
next? Caleb.
Shouldn't you technically be mad at the Miami Heat, though? Like, they didn't pay him.
I could never be mad.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Wow.
All right.
So loyal.
Understood. Froggy, who's dead to you?
Well, you guys know how I feel about this new game show hosted by Travis Kelce. Whoop-de-doo.
You feel great about it.
Yeah,
You love
love
the Kelce's.
So much so Apparently, the next big late night show host, as reported by TMZ, Jason Kelce, reportedly exploring the idea with ESPN to host his own late night program. And I tell you what, I am sick of it, dude. I am sick of the Kelce's getting these opportunities. We get it. He's likable. He has
very
a
likable.
beard.
You're just mad it's not you, okay? Because I would definitely watch that show. Jason's
Why
hilarious.
doesn't anyone want me to host their shows? Please.
Don't you have
You're
a
dead to
trivia show coming up?
That's a great point. October 30th, next Wednesday, guys. Make sure you're at the Miami Improv, as I will be hosting a horror game show, Trick or Trivia.
Wow.
Oh, what? What
Yes.
kind of
Where
game?
where could one get tickets for this?
You know, hypothetically, if you want to
Hypothetically.
MiamiImprov.com.
Wow.
If you enter promo code Marcos, nothing will happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
But if you do want a promo code that'll work, use the promo code SHOWPONY at BlueChew.com and you get your first month free.
Pretty good.
You know what I say? Just take a stab at using Show Pony on all of your
Yeah,
websites.
you give it a shot.
Might work.
Right.
Might work.
Well, that was our show, everybody. You
I
guys
know
see
what
that?
I would like to use on Sunday. Heat win. That's right, Scooby.
That's
I'll
right,
give you my
Scooby.
crust, buddy.
Scoop.
Would you guys like to hear Max Holloway's reason for why Tua is not wearing the Guardian cap before we get out of here?
I would love to hear why Max Holloway feels.
All right. Max Holloway was asked he was asked a whole thing about brain health. But Max Holloway with why Tua will not wear a Guardian cap.
Tua's Polynesian, bro. He's Hawaiian. So that there goes why he wants to do that. And he's an animal, bro. And I mean, bro, the dude is worth so much money. They got to be knowing what they're doing, you know. And the main thing I would say to what you're talking about is take care of your guys' brain. Try and find brain health. Learn about brain health and do the right things. You know, you only get one brain, guys. You only get one brain, and once that thing starts deteriorating, it's not like anything else where you can grow it back. So be smart. Go see specialists. Go see doctors. Go do research on your own brain health and take care of yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You know, you wanna be able. I don't want to be a vegetable when I grow older. Especially with all these, everybody keep talking to me about how much times you got hit and blah blah blah. Brother, I take brain health so serious. People will never know. After my career, maybe I'll talk about it and all this stuff that we've been doing. But take care of you guys' brains. Do you guys' homework. Get on it and be smart.
Max Holloway one time famously quit sparring and did it all via video game for one of his fights. People still don't know if that's true or not. But
Did he get knocked out?
Nope, won.
Okay.
He's never actually been.
He doesn't lose very much, Leroy. He's only lost.
I know.
He's one of the best of all time. But his explanation for Tua not wearing a Guardian cap is he's Polynesian and Hawaiian.
Polynesian, bro.
There's your answer right there.
Great. Not lying, dude.
Tough. That's why I'm taking Max Holloway.
Oh,
not that Tapori is not tough.
Oh,
You're just not Max Holloway, dude. And I'm getting Max Holloway as a dog.
Right.
That'd be crazy not to do it.
All right. Take out a little chili pepper on that one.
I just love him. I can't bet against that guy. He's like
you're betting with your heart, dude.
Maybe, but I'm betting with my heart with getting really good value on my heart.
That's look, the heart loves value.
You only got one heart, guy.
If I had some real stones, and I might by ring walk time, I might throw a little bit more on him by knockout, but I haven't done that yet. I just took him to win.
Pretty good.
That's our show, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. Go Canes. Go Dolphins. Go Heat. Go Panthers. Go Pinks. Go D Wade.
Go D Wade.
Go Max Holloway.
Max Holloway.
Go Leroy. Go JFig. Go Scooby. Go Froggy.
And go to hell, Sneathan.
Exactly. Talk to you guys on Monday. Welcome to the end of the show montage, Flem. My heart was in the right place.
Are you not amazed?
I think his dad won the lottery, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he didn't win the lottery like money wise. He won the lottery to come to.
Shut up, Marcos.
Whatever you say, Aaron. Punting.
Hope you mother have a good day.